Okay, so we all know that teammates can throw. I'm not gonna deny that. I know that you can sometimes be in a game where you feel like, or you see something that makes these teammates seem to you like they don't belong in your rank. Like 100%. That's undeniable, and that does happen no matter what game you play, right? But one of the biggest things I learned after playing years, and I mean years of shooters. I've been playing shooters since back in like 2005, 2006. One of the things I learned about teammates that I think makes a decent player separate from a good player, a very, very good player, is the ability to adapt to those teammates, right? So if these people are in your rank, say you're playing Valorant, right? I know Valorant's like what most of you play. Say you're in Valorant and you notice that one of your teammates is whiffing all their shots. I know you've thought about it. I do it too, where I'm just like, how the hell is this dude in my rank when he can't hit a dude standing still, or he can't hit the easiest shots, or he's not looking in the exact place where I would look, right? We've all done it. I've done it. I'm guilty of it, right? But one of the biggest things I learned is that if these people are genuinely in your ranked and not boosted, because the people can be boosted, if they are genuinely in your rank, they are at least that level at something. And it might not be the same thing that you're good at. You have to remember that. So for example, say I am diamond in Valorant, right? And I have diamonds on my team. Just because not everybody aims the way I do does not mean that those people should not be diamond. Those people are diamond at something, whether it be holding down sight, whether that be lurking, believe it or not, entering, smoking. People are there for their game sense. People are there for their setup. Like, people are there for a reason. And once you learn that that's actually how the ranking system works, because something is working out for them if they're genuinely in that ranked and not boosted. So they're doing something right. And your job as a good player is to find what that good thing is. I know I made a video a few days ago, or like a week ago, about how I played smokes, and how playing smokes has actually helped me improve my ranking, kind of. Like, maybe not get to my peak of where I was, but I am a little bit more consistent in my games, because I know that as a smoke player, I have to learn how the other players play. When I played Duelist, yeah, I would go in and I would top frag, but even sometimes when I would top frag, I wouldn't win because I was playing the game my way, and I had to play the game my way as a Duelist because sometimes you don't get the help that you need, right, when you're a Duelist. But playing smokes has helped me realize that you have to learn to adapt to these players, okay? You have to be not necessarily a jack of all trades, but you have to be kind of like a mold, ready to fit into whatever piece that team needs you to be. If you play the exact same way in every single game that you get into, it's going to be really difficult for you to climb, because there are going to be some comps that are just going to counter you. Like, for example, I am on attack. I'm pretty aggressive on attack, but if I played aggressively every single game, I will get shut down by teams that are just not aggressive, or they hold correctly. Doesn't matter how good I am. There are just comps that are gonna shut down the way you play. There are players that are gonna counter your playstyle. Now, does that mean that you're better than them or they're better than you? Not necessarily. Maybe mechanically you're better. Maybe you have more game awareness. Maybe they have more game awareness. But that particular playstyle that they have counters your playstyle, and that's just how it is. Kind of like paper, scissors, rock. Sometimes things just counter your things, right? But it's that learning to kind of recognize what your teammates are good at. And this doesn't just go for shooters. I play League too. And sometimes I'm like, dude, how is this dude in my rank, right? He's stupid. But then I look at their farm and they have a lot of farm. Or maybe they're really good at not getting ganked, which is like being ambushed by the enemy jungler. Like, everyone's good at something, man. If they're in that rank, they're that rank at something. So your job is to find out what that is. The first few rounds, I kind of play not super aggressive unless my team is like, yo, let's rush in or whatever. But I try to like feel them out, man. Especially now that I play like support, smokes, and all that. I'm like, you know what? Let me wait a few rounds here. I can tell exactly how people play just by the way they move, by the way they aim, by what they peek, by when they peek it. And I've learned to kind of play like that. So I noticed that, say for example, that my team is super passive, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I learned in the first 2 or 3 rounds that my team does not like to push. They like to like execute a site, right? So I don't rush in. There's no need for me to rush in. I'll play my smokes accordingly. If I know that my team kind of get scared around the choke points, I won't smoke right away because I don't want those smokes to go to waste. If I notice that my team rushes in right away, I will smoke right away because that's what I'm noticing. So everyone's good at something, and you got to find out what that is.